Hey, welcome back. This is Breathe and Budget. My name is Taryn. We talk about all things finance related on this channel, how I use the zero-based budget method, cash envelopes, as well as fun savings challenges to meet our financial goals. So if any of that is of interest to you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, join our community here, and let's get into today's video. All right, so today I'm going to do a quick check-in on my spending. I'm going to pull a little bit of cash to kind of cover some of these purchases that I had to either make online or I didn't have cash with me, so I had to use my debit or credit card, but mostly my debit card. So I just use a little spending tracker, and when I get home in the evening, I just mark it down really quick so I don't forget. And then I'll take my receipts, like I have my TJ Maxx receipt, and I'll go ahead and scan that into Fetch Rewards. It's just basically an app where if you scan your receipts, they give you points and you can convert those points to gift cards. I'm confident most people already have it. If for some reason you do not and you want to use my referral code, which would get both of us bonus points, which is obviously great, I'll just pop that code up on the screen for you to go ahead and use when you're downloading the app. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this spending. So I made several purchases to get stocked up on pets from Sam's Club. So I do not have enough to pull for all of this right now, but I'm okay with that just because when you use a credit card, the transaction shows, but it doesn't necessarily mean that amount is due within that billing cycle. So I technically do not have to pay this just yet. Just note, and I'm going to make this very clear, if I use a credit card, it gets paid off. I never pay interest. I pay off the entire statement balance, and not even by the due date, I do it beforehand. So I'm constantly making payments to my cards as I'm using them. I don't wait. It actually saves you, well, typically it only saves you if you keep rolling money over and you have interest. It would save you on interest. So if you have interest, that's something you should be doing. You should be making random payments even before your due date. But for me, I just make the payment right away because I don't want to forget about it. So I have a couple of pets. I bought 2 bags of dog food for Atlas. I bought 2 bags of cat food for Phoenix and Raja. I did purchase 2 packs of the toilet paper because you guys know when it's on sale, I grab it. And then I went to PetSmart and I purchased Atlas some like of his chews, like his chimney bones that we get. And we don't do rawhide, so it's like a little bit more expensive because I guess, you know, the rawhide free is more expensive, just like healthy food is more expensive. Oh, the wonder. So I purchased also a couple new toys. I got to figure out what that brand is because I do want to share that brand. He has not been able to tear it open. Everything else he can tear apart. It doesn't last. I purchased a second one of this brand because the first one he's had for about 4.5 months and he has not been able to tear it apart. So I stand by this brand. If he cannot tear it apart because he's a heavy chewer, then I'm pretty sure it could withstand an even, I guess, more tougher jaw. I don't know. I mean, he's part bully, so I'm not really sure what else is out there that's tougher than that, but he can't get through it. And we did quite a bit of eating out. Specifically on one day. Like we had lunch out, we had dinner out in 2 different places because I didn't eat Panda with the family. I ate Rubio's instead. And Olive's was my daughter and I after yoga. We needed lunch. And then I finally picked up the weights. So I bought little hand weights to put in my yoga bag for yoga class. So let's just hop in and see what we can pull. Okay, let's go ahead and start with let's see what we have for dining out. Let's see what we can accomplish because I'm gonna need change when we go into my high priority to pull for wellness because I typically will cash stuff larger bills for the wellness. So let's see what we can do in dining out. Okay, so let me grab my calculator. All right, so for eating out, we have $14.08, $14.32, $40.46, and $41.25. Yes, so $110.11. I will only pull $110. I don't worry about the 11 cents. It all works out in the end anyways. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 110. Let me keep, I'm actually going to keep a 20 and grab 2 10s, just so I have a little bit more change when I am pulling from the other envelopes. Okay, so we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 110. Okay, so let me put that to the side. And then in dining out, what we'll have left is 20, 40, 50, 61, 62. And I will add more to this with the next check, so I'm not worried. And then I think that's it from this envelope, because we have pets. Oh, I have a $12 purchase from Zag. They're the ones that have that like glass protector for the phone. My daughter dropped my belt bag and my phone was inside of it and it cracked the screen protector. So I had to pay $12 to replace it, because Zag is like, you buy this protector one time and then to replace it is anywhere from like $10 to $12, which I think is a great deal to get a brand new one. And I get the more expensive one because it has that blue light, because I'm constantly editing and stuff and looking at my phone. So I have to pull $12. Like, I could pull it from kids and she broke it, but she felt really, really, really bad. So I may not do that. I think I'm going to wait. I'll figure out how I'm going to fund that. This is probably why I should have allocated money to this envelope. So I might add to this like on the next check and just cover that, but we'll see. For right now, I'm just going to let it be. So let me just make note on the side that we pulled, because I want to make sure our math and the numbers are right. I don't want any issues. So eating out was 110. So just made note of that. Now let's hop into pets. All right, so now we're going to hop into pets and see what we can do. It's a new binder, kind of got to work it in. Oh, a little bit better. I don't like when they start to close. That frustrates me. Okay, so pets in total, just so we know what we're looking at, we have 8804, 5120, and we have 6058. So that's $199.82. So it's $200. $200. I did split my pets into different categories, as you guys know if you do watch my, videos. So what I'm gonna do, because I purchased 2 bags of food. So if I divide that in half, 44 would cover 1 bag, but I don't have ones. See, maybe I need to start cash stuffing ones, because I've run into this problem where there isn't ones. I'm gonna need to make change. I've got to figure that out. Yeah, I need ones. I think I put some in my savings challenges. Let me check. I don't have ones, but I'm going to swap this 10 for 2 5s out of one of my savings challenges. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 45, because I still owe the 88 anyways. So I'm going to put 45 and I'm going to leave the 5 for now. So basically, if I owe 88.04, right, and I just paid 45, I'll owe $43 more. And I can worry about that next pay period, like, or next check. It won't matter in the long run. All right, so we did 45 for Atlas. And then for the cats, it's 51.20. It's basically 51. So I'll just pull this 20. So I'm gonna make note, I'm putting 20. And then the other one, that was Atlas as well, but I will worry about that later. I did a lot of spending for the pets. They had the sales, like when Sam's Club does that, $4 off, $6 off. I really try to take advantage of that. Even if I don't have the cash for it right now, I will. And I could use my checking account cushion in the meantime, so I'm not worried. So let's get into wellness. Okay, I technically only need $13. So it's not gonna work out so well, but we're gonna put 50 in. I need 37 to go back. So what I'll do is I will do 20, 35, and I'm gonna get some ones and I will put that back. Okay, so I put 15, but I really only need 13, so 2 needs to go back to wellness. So I'm just making note of that so I don't forget. And I'm okay with that just being off, because when I go to deposit this in the bank, I'll just do it with the teller. I'll tell her I need, you know, $2 back and deposit the rest, and that's fine. And again, I'm going to be down by the bank anyway, so it is not an inconvenience for me to just take care of that. Okay, so if we did this correct, we should have $190, but then I'll take $2 back. So we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 60, 70, 80, 190. Perfect. Okay, and I'm glad this 50 is going back, because it's really, like, someone must have washed this a lot. Like a lot. So I don't know. I'm gonna get this back to the bank, and then I'll just ask for that $2 back, and I'll put that $2 in wellness. And so that takes care of, let's see, you'll see my little chicken scratch right here in the corner. So basically, out of this 88, I'll just make note that we paid 45. Out of this 5120, we paid 20. Oh, I didn't pull from home. That's what it was. That's what I didn't do. I knew I had another category. I thought I was missing. Hold on. The toilet paper. We need 42. Oh, and I'm not going to have the ones, but that's okay. So what I'll do is I will pull the 40. Take these ones. 45. So in household, that's going to leave us with 50, 70, 80. That's fine. Okay. So let me just make note of what I'm doing there. Sorry for the chaos. It's all working out. Like, I know it might seem chaotic, but I don't mind it. If this is like the extent of the chaos I experienced today, I will be happy. Okay, so I'm going to add 45. 45, that's from home, but I only owe 42. Oh, you know what? So basically, I need $3 from this 5 to go back to home, and $2 of this 5 to go back to wellness. So I'm gonna just see if my daughter has some ones. My little one, she cash stuffs. Let me see if she has some ones. You guys, she had exactly 5 ones. So now this 5 is gonna go to Miss River. $2 is going to go back to wellness, and $3 is going to go back to home. You guys, this worked out. That was so cool. My daughter wound up being my bank. So we had 190, but we needed to minus 2 from that. Oh, so technically 188. Why did I think that was wrong the first time? I don't know. Okay, let me just do the math one more time. Okay, 230 if I did that right. So we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 230. I don't know why that was so hard for me right now, but it was. All right, so we have 230. This is what's going back to the bank. So basically, I did pay 45 here, 20 here. Home, I paid the full 42. wellness, I paid the $13, and then we did the $110 for eating out. So I just like to put a little check mark for the ones that I'm cash pulling for. I'm not going to check mark the ones for pets because I want to remind myself that they do still need some money. So this is going to go to the bank, and let me just put these back before I forget. So home needs $3. I think that's this pile. Okay, so I'm going to add this 3 to household, and then wellness needs 2. And then these $2 are going to go to wellness. Perfect. So thanks to Miss River, I did have enough change, and I consider that a successful, what we call unstuffing. Basically just paying myself back, or whatever debit card that I used. It's, you know, even though I am a cash stuffer, being able to just pull that money and put it back into the bank feels good because I'm still staying within budget. Sorry, Atlas is whining. I don't know what this guy's figuring it out, what he needs. It really does just help control spending. And again, another thing, you get to see where your money's going. You get to see the areas where you're spending maybe a little too much or maybe not enough. Like pets, I had to go from putting $100 a month to over $200 a month. And because I just did that stock up, it technically still wasn't enough, but I know it'll even out because as I'm cash stuffing more each month, I'm not going to need to spend it, for example, in February at all, because I purchased 2 bags of dog food, 2 bags of cat food, and we're good on the other animals. So I'm not going to have to. So that's going to build. Watch, you'll see. Come back February and you'll see how much I have in my pet binder. It's going to be significantly more. So I'm not worried. It works out, and this just helps me feel a little bit in more control of my finances and where my money's going so that we can meet those goals. So hopefully this video in some way, you know, helped you or encourages you, and, you know, please join our community here. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a like. I'd really appreciate it. And go ahead and put a white heart emoji in the comments to let me know that you've actually stuck around this long. I'd appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.